Alright guys, y'all grab those three. We're going to talk about these. Okay? 11, 12, and 13. Talk about those guys real quick. Okay, so before we did square roots of numbers, right? Now we're going to do letters. Here we go. Ready? So square root. Square means what? What number? Square. 2, right? So you're going to, anytime you have a number, you're just going to divide it by 2 because there's an understood 2 right here. What's 4 divided by 2? 2, so the square root of m to the 4th is m to the 2. That's it. Y'all okay with that? Alright. And then this one, you can't take half of 5, right? Without it being a decimal. So you have to split it up. What's the biggest even number underneath 5? 4, right? Okay? But you can't change, like, guys, if you have $5, you can't change that to $4 without you being, like, upset, right? So you still have to have 5 of those. So how many am I missing to make that 5? You're just missing 1. So you got to put 1 more right there. Alright, so now you can take half of 4, though. So what's half of 4? So you use d to the 2nd. But what happens to this guy? He stays inside. There you go. This is from Algebra 1 and Geometry, okay? We just got to go back over it so it's good to go by the time we get to it. Alright, what about 13? Can I take the 6 out? Yes, what's half of 6? 3. That guy gets to go ahead and come outside. But, guys, I know 9 is a perfect square, but that is not 9. That is an exponent. Do not say that that's 3. You have to break it up. So what's the biggest even number underneath 9? 8. But you can't, like, if somebody takes $1 from you, you're going to be ticked, right? You have to still have 9 of them. So you got to have 1 more right here.
Good morning, Warriors. Hope everyone's off to a great start. Got a couple of announcements to make. I wanted to congratulate our freshman volleyball team on their victory over Helena last night. And come out tonight to watch the JV and varsity. They'll be hosting Tuscaloosa County in a key area matchup.
So let's go to this guy right here. Y'all okay with this? You ready? Kobe, did you get your stuff out of the folder, baby? Alright. Okay, so look. Let's try to get through this so we can follow today. Alright? What do you notice is different, guys, about all this? There's 3 of them, right? Okay, and how many are we used to working with? 2. We're only used to working with 2. So you're going to compare them just like we did with slope a long time ago where I gave you this chart and you had to compare each one of them and find the slopes and tell me if it was a constant rate of change or not a constant rate of change. Does that kind of ring some bells for some of you? Alright, so you're going to compare the first 2 and you're going to write them down. You're just going to rewrite it. And then you're going to leave some space, and over here on the side, you're going to compare the next 2. You got to compare them together. Alright, did I lose anybody on that stuff so far? Okay, so the only thing, we're going to do elimination, and we're going to do it exactly like we did before, but here's the thing. You have to do elimination on both of them, and you have to get rid of the same letter on both of them. It doesn't matter what letter, but it's got to be the same. Do you see one that's already going to be easy to get rid of? The 2x on this one, right? So if we get rid of 2x here, we have to get rid of 2x here, okay? So let's go ahead and do the easy one first. Let's do the second one. How do I get rid of those 2x's? You just subtract them. So 2x minus 2x is 0. You got -1 minus -3. Oh, 2 negatives make positive, so it's -1 plus 3. That's 2y. So guys, you have to use your calculator because if you get a number wrong, it's going to mess up everything after that. Then you got 3 minus -5. That's 8. That's 8z, yep. And then you have negative 5 minus 27. Negative 33. Are y'all okay so far? All right, and let's do the other one. I have to get rid of the same letter. I have to get rid of x. So you got to multiply the top one by 2. There you go. And I'm just going to rewrite the second one. Okay. Where? It is. Sorry. 32. Thank you, Emma. See, that's why I tell you to use your calculator. Don't make a mistake. Alright, everybody okay? Alright, how do I get rid of these 2's now? You subtract them, yeah. So 4 minus negative 1 is 5. And 2 minus 3 is negative 1. And then 20 minus negative 5 is 25. Okay? Then all you do is you take both your equations and you stack them on top of each other, and then it's the exact same thing we just took a test on last Friday, okay? So we're going to stack these 2 on top of each other. Nope. It does not. Does not. Reagan, what will happen is you'll get opposite signs, but it'll all work out in the end, though. Like if I get a negative over here, you'll get a negative on the other side. And then it'll all work out. Okay, so then we just need to find out a letter. Do you want to get rid of the y's or do you want to get rid of the z's? Doesn't matter. Z's? Okay, I do the z's, so I don't have to multiply 1. Alright, so we're going to multiply by 8. So that'll be 40y minus 8z. Huh? So I can get these z's to be the same, so I can get rid of them. You could have multiplied y's, you just have to multiply both of them if you did that. I'm a little lazy and want to do the easiest one. Are y'all okay so far? Do y'all understand now why I was telling you how to be a pro at elimination before we moved on? Alright, how do I get rid of the 8's? No, you'd add them to get rid of them now. Yep. So 40 plus 2 is 42y. What about 200 plus negative 32? 168. There you go. Divide, and now you got y. How much? 4. Oh, yes it does. Thank you for bringing that up. It does matter. Can I plug it all the way back in here at the beginning, like we did before? No, because you're going to have 2 variables if you can't do. So you got to work backwards. So from here, you got to go to one of these 2. Now, either one of those, it does not matter. So we got to work backwards. Which one do you want to do? 5y minus? Okay, we'll do that one. So we have 5 times y is going to be 4. Minus 1z is equal to 25. And now we can figure out what z is. Yep. Yeah. Is 5. Yep. Perfect. And now we got plug, and now we got to work backwards. So from the 4, we went to these 2, right? And now we got to go all the way back up to here. Doesn't matter. Which one do you want to plug the z and the y into? I'd probably do the first one. You. Bless you. Bless you. X plus 2, and then times y is going to be times 4. Plus z is going to be plus negative 5 equals 10. So that's, yeah. And then 8 minus 5. Positive 3. Is 7. Very good. Okay. How many of you like video games or 3D movies or like the 4D rides and all that kind of stuff at the Universal? Y'all like that kind of stuff? Okay, this is how you do that. What is this x coordinate? Where is it out on your graph? Where do x's go? To the left and the right, correct? Where does this y coordinate go? It goes up and down. This z coordinate is what makes that 3D movie, and it's what makes it pop back out at you. Okay, so this is how you program computers and stuff to be able to make that 3D stuff. So you have to make an ordered pair, but it's going to be quite a large ordered pair. Which one goes first?
Yes.
So you got 7. Then you got y is 4. Z is -5. There you go. That's your answer.
How would you graph it?
Huh?
How would you graph it?
You're going to pre-calc. One thing at a time. That'll be pre-calc. It looks a little funky. The way you graph it, if you want me to show you, this is your x and your y, and then you got a z that pops out that way. It's kind of funky looking. It's really hard to do on paper. All right, so here we go. Here's what I want you to do. You ready? We're going to do this step by step by step. We're going to do it in pieces. So try not to go ahead of me, because if you get something wrong, it's really hard for me to figure out what you did wrong because they're so big, okay? So here's what I want you to do first. I want you to just set up your 2 systems first. Just set up your 2 systems first. Try that. Just set them up. That's it. All right, y'all okay so far? Y'all set up that? Okay, let's all decide the same letter we want to get rid of. It doesn't matter, but it has to be the same on both of them. So what do y'all want to do? You want to do Z? Okay, so all I want you to do on both of them, the only thing I want you to do is rewrite your systems so that Z is the same. Don't get anything by itself yet. Don't do anything, but rewrite them so that Z is the same. That's it. Try that. Just rewrite it so that the Z values are the same. That's all I want you to do. Get the Z's to be the same on both. Everybody okay so far? Alright, here's what I want you to do now. All I want you to do now is to cancel out those Z's and rewrite your 2 equations. What happens? So either add or subtract and cancel out the Z's. Get your 2 equations. Go from there. Okay, check, make sure you get the same thing. Are y'all okay so far? Everybody good? All right, then what do we do to these two guys right here? What do we do to those two guys? Stack them on top of each other. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, and let's all decide together, what do we want to do? Do y'all want to get rid of the x's, or do y'all want to get rid of the y's? X's? Okay. It don't matter. Let's do the x's first, and then on the next one, you're going to do it all on your own. So let's get rid of the x's first, okay? You got a calculator. They're both going to be big. Both equations. Once you get them the same, go ahead and solve it and figure out what y is. Once you get them the same, go ahead and solve it and figure out what y is. Did y'all get y of 6? Still okay? Y of 6? No? Yeah? No? Okay, now take that y, and where are you going to plug this guy into? All the way back at the beginning? No? One of those top two, right? Okay, plug it back into one of those top two. It doesn't matter which one. You pick one and figure out what x is. Did y'all get negative 2 for x? Okay, so what do I do with these two guys now? Plug them back into one of the original ones, right? Doesn't matter which one. Plug it back in and see if you can get what z is. Plug in the x and the y. Just hand. Plug in both into one of the original equations. I get -3? Yeah? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We got 2 more problems left to do. I want you to try both of those on your own and see what we can get, okay? 2 more. And that's it for the day. Next page. 14. All right, page 14. Try those 2 and then that's it for the day. We're done. Go back to page 14 and try number 3, okay? Try number 3.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Alright, you should have got no solution for number 3, okay? Alright, now go on to 4 once you've got that. Okay, let's talk about number 4 real quick before y'all get really far into it. Do you notice something about number 4? The first one doesn't have a lot. How many letters, guys, does the first one have?
2.
It's already got 2. So you only have to compare, instead of having 2 sets of solutions, which ones do you have to do? Which ones are the ones you have to compare? Which one has 3? The second 2, right? And so that'd be 2x minus 5y plus 3z is equal to 5. X plus 10y minus 4z is equal to 8. Now, which one is this guy missing?
Y.
The y. So what do you have to cancel out over here? The y. So that way you can stack them and save yourself some steps, okay? Think smarter, not harder. Alright, try that. See what you can do. I'll let you plenty of space if you don't want to erase it. Just stretch it all out.
Everything can be. No. Candy with her. Can everybody? Candy. No, no. What? We can find the two equations that has only two letters. Oh, so that's why. You should get 4 0 here. And you put it into X 1 and 1 for 2
Alright, so y'all should have, on number 4, you should have gotten 4 for the X, 0 for the Y, and -1 for the Z, okay? If you can't get that, let me know. And then there's one more, number 5. Number 5 is your homework tonight, but you still have 5 minutes left to go ahead and start it. You still have 5 minutes left, guys. Go ahead and get it started so you don't have to worry about it. One more on the back, number 5. Yep. And on number 5, you should get the same thing. Like you should get like 0 equals 0, or 12 equals 12, or 15 equals 15. You won't get an actual answer like number 4. It'll be like number 3, where they equal each other, okay? Yes, ma'am. Come on in.